Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Silksong. Man, I'm having so much playing this game, and I just wanted to get back to it. So we recently found this place, Far Fields, and we already got a map for it, so we'll be able to just feel free to move about the country here. Hey Froggy, how's it going, man? How are you feeling today? Sorry to hear that, man. Geometry Sundash tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I'm gonna try to do it every Sunday, you know, for a couple hours. Because I really do have a good time with it. It's just, you know, I gotta do it in small doses. And my hands, I don't think I can ever go back and play like 10 hours of it a week like I was doing there, or even more whenever I was going for Death Moon. Like, that wasn't good for my hands. But yeah. As long as everything keeps on going the way it is, we should be doing Geometry Sundash quite regularly. So getting like 40 views Death Moon? Yeah, there were a couple of them that had like a really huge amount. But you know, you gotta do what you like to do. That's my take on it, you know. No, Geometry Dash is like by far what gets me like viewers and engagement and stuff, which is cool, but it's like I just don't I can't play it every day. Like, I physically can't, and mentally it's just like it doesn't do what I need my games to do for me, right? I crave the storytelling element. So you think I'll be able to beat harder stuff once my luck's gone? Ah, perhaps. This is such a pretty area. I love how much, like, more alive this world of Farloom is than the world of Hallownest from the first one. But of course, you know, it's a whole different theme, but it just shows up wonderfully, you know. And I'm sure there are probably pragmatic considerations, like how beautifully detailed all of these backgrounds are and how difficult that must have been, and how probably hard it is to make a bunch of green look awesome like this does. Like, it just looks so good. Alright, well, we had our little fight there and we got some money, so that's good. I need to make a video. I was joking about it at work, actually, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna make like a short tutorial video for like how to get money and treat your money in Silksong, and then maybe it'll help somebody not quit the game. The answer is to grind like a JRPG, but you know. I could tell jokes, you know, this would be a short video, I could tell a joke, that would be fun. I'm sorry for your loss, Froggy. Oh. I assume we're going to get an ability that's going to let us float on these plumes. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to. My bad. My fault. That's hard, man. I'm sorry. I get a thing? I get a thing. Warding belt. Okay, so this shields the bearers of under wounds. So whenever we do the thing to heal, this would give us like a little shield, like the Balder Shell equivalent from Hollow Knight. Which, generically good, because while we have our little fire protection, it doesn't work everywhere, as we see. Oh, whoops. Alright, how far away am I? Oh god, it's so far. No, it's not so bad. We just gotta go across that huge room again. Hey, Luke. Whoops. You know, if I would look before I leaped, I would be a different person. I had to get away from the explosion. But anyway, we'll just get good at doing this run, right? Now that I know how the dash works, it's not so bad. See, that was graceful. This is good stuff. You know, why fight an enemy when we can just pirouette? She's so awesome. I remembered, but not in a way that helped me not die. But yeah, Frage, unfortunately I do know how it feels. Alright, so we broke a hole in the wall, maybe some currency dropped. Anyway, no way to know there. There's another one up there though, we'll try to pop that one. Oh, well. Alright, how do I do it? We can just fall down that wall and hit it. You can put one normally again? Yes, Really? There's nothing... What a rip! But yeah, Luke, you remember my feat of daring heroism where I beat that one acid monster that was on the roof? You know, proving myself to be a true gamer in the process. As a consequence of going that way, which is like... So right here, we're at the right side here. This is how you're supposed to go. But as a consequence of finding a way to go left, we actually went all the way across the top until we got to where I need more movement abilities. I can't progress. So I decided to come back for the normal place. But yeah, I found the ability to do these faster attacks in the more normal pogoing. It's probably something you get sort of mid-ish game, but I got it very early. And it made a lot of the running around bits pretty easy, relatively. I mean, not like easy, I still die all the time. But it is very handy all the same. That guy looks big. Look at, do you see that guy? I see that guy. Hello, that guy. Okay, there's no need for that, Hornet. We could have just landed on the thing. I really thought we were going to have to brawl with that dude. What? Massive hot air balloon? Hot air balloons are so cool! Wow. Okay, wow. Man. Bad call jumping in, got hit trying to recover, and then got double hit by him. Absolutely brutal stuff. Saw the higher balloon for you? Cool. I've always wanted to go up in one. Not in, like, the sincere way that I use my money to make it happen, though. Because, like, there's different ways you can want something when you're an adult. Because, like, you know, I've always wanted a penguin. That one can't happen. But I've also always wanted to go up in a hot air balloon. I could make that happen, like, this week, probably. But, you know, I won't. Chakra. I'm like, we've already seen her here. That's right. Because that would have been what I did earlier. But yeah, so down there we've got this little hot air balloon place. So we'll continue on that away. Want to be on hot air balloon? Exactly. No, I also, like, I want to jump out of an airplane, but, you know, like, in a reasonable and safe way, with a parachute and all. But I just have, like, a lot of anxiety about driving and stuff, and there's no place, like, super close to, where I live that does that. And while you might think you'd be worried about the distance to drive and not the jumping out of an airplane, look, jumping out of an airplane is a very binary system, right? You have the pure comfort of not having to worry over much about what could go wrong. But, you know, because there's Around the World in 80 Days, which is so lovely. You know, very, very... There's a lot of iconic hot air balloons in media, in stories. Who could forget The Little Prince, you know? Or the wonderful song, Little Prince by HJJ. Don't listen to that one if anybody sensitive's around. Look, they're a punk band. Right, Luke. Dangerous and it costs good money as you do it. Yeah. Fortunately, I live pretty close to where I work. But... Oh, bonjour! Oh, I've got a little place to sit here. Are you gonna teach me something? Seamstress. She's got a, you know, it's a lot like Hornet's cape, only she's got it higher up. Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. Hey, lady, I just met you. I haven't even started talking yet. She's very astute. She could tell just by looking at me. Must have been the mustache. Your poise, your form. Are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you. It is as you say, madam. Veiled bugs brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers. Ha! Fierce, too. These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. Well then, I've no love for that holy caste, and I do worry for this kingdom's ailing state. If you're seeking to settle a score, perhaps I can lend some aid. If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. Yeah! Head for the caves beyond my home. The bugs within produce a marvelous spine, flexible yet strong. Collect their spines. Return to me, and I'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. Hunt flexible spines? Yeah. Alright. She's like, look, I'm gonna need bones. I will tell you where to get them. It doesn't really matter where you find them. A smart choice. Get out there and gather those spines, and best you be quick about it. As nice as it is to have company, if you hang around too long, those citadel bugs will turn their gaze on me as well. Alright, so we just zoom over to the right and begin our journey. We have too much money on us. It's way too far to go back to another fast travel point, though. We'll just hope to find one over here somewhere. Any word on what the deal is with the Citadel yet? No, not exactly. Just heavily implied to be predatory in nature, if not outright stated. I found little snippets, so, like, because I've been going out of order, you know, like, because we started here, which is like, the Citadel is this symbol on the map right there. So it's just like right above that place, but we went the left way in, so we ended up going, you know, backwards through this. But we found little snippets, basically like religious litanies for their workers, but they're all like very, very bleak, like, you will have dregs and you will love the dregs, you know, you will work for nothing and you will love the nothing, that kind of thing. Cult predatory and probably eats them too, is my impression. I think they're spiders, because there's the silk everywhere, and I think Hornet is at least spider coated, you know. One of the bosses we fought earlier called her a spider, but I think it was more like exploitative working environment, honestly, like a sort of like bug feudalism with the technocratic aim, because all of like we've seen like quite impressive structures and machines and buildings and stuff, and they're like all made by the Citadel or whatever, but every time we learn about the working conditions, it sounds like they're real bad, like stylized to be terrible. Very, like, you know, I love 1984. It's one of my favorite books. Unlike a lot of people that say they like it, I really do. But it seemed very reminiscent of, like, some of Winston's descriptions there. You know, and I work at a restaurant. It's not like I work at some idyllic place here. But you know, it sounds even worse than a regular job. But yeah, I think they're spiders that literally eat them, but also like found a way to exploit them until they decided to. As the metaphor goes, you can shear a sheep many times, but skin it only once. And I think that's like my take on what we can expect, is that's gonna be the denouement of the plot, sort of, you know, like, we're gonna be like, oh, it turns out they figured out that eating them is inefficient if you can take their lives beforehand. And then, of course, when you stylize the religious angle into it, you take a bunch of very clever spiders. Oh, I fell down. And that, you know, that quest item would have fallen down too. That'll be okay. I'm sure we'll find a replacement for it. Is Hornet's cloak more colorful than in Hollow Knight? I think it's the same amount of red. The game constantly illuminates you in a more consistent way. As we move over this darker thing in the background, you'll see what I mean. So I think it sort of makes it pop more, because in Hollow Knight, I don't think she had any exterior lighting, right? And then especially as we move through, like, the light there from that, because it looks like that layer of the air is really just like brightness, right, in that textured thing, so it even lights it up even more so. Which, the way that they're able to make this visually work, this area here is just gorgeous. It's so good looking. And the music's just wonderful. Like, do we just start showering it with compliments again because I started thinking about how good it was? It's just so good. But yes, Animal Farm is a great book as well. Sometimes when I'm feeling very ironic and like very, very like downtrodden at work or whatever, I'll just take a second and go, I will work harder. And then I smile, cause poor Boxer. But I think having a well-developed sense of irony is important. And if it isn't, I sure spent a lot of time developing it. How many of these spines do we need to acquire? I didn't even look. Well, we have 3. Quests are... Oh, 25! Okay, yeah, let's go. Let us go then, you and I. It looks like we are hunting spines. The pogo, you're definitely not supposed to have here. We actually have another crest as well. So, like how this one makes it much more like the Hollow Knight, only like the distance on the dash is slightly smaller, and I think it's a little bit quicker too. And you know, like you can see that it just looks like a little different. But I have one called the Reaper Crest, which makes it like a slower, heavier thing. But also, it does underneath you, so you could still use it for mobility in the same way as this. It also had like some tie-ins where it yeah, you get additional silk from enemies, I guess it says. But, yeah, because the Hunter Crest is the one that you start with, but... Thematically, the stakes feel lower. Yeah, it's... Yeah, we're driven very specifically just because these people messed around with the wrong person. You know, exactly, Luke. Because, like... Look, they kidnapped Hornet. They either knew who she was or she was a nobody, but they really, really messed up when they put her in a cage. And, you know, like, they really messed up. And I love that kind of story, right? Like, I love, you didn't know that was John Wick kind of thing. But you're right, it is dramatically lower in stakes than in Hollow Knight, where from the very beginning they're just like, oh, by the way, everything's ruined. Because here, although we quickly understand both... Exactly. So, we quickly understand that the pilgrims are mistaken, right? Like, because they immediately lose their you know, essentially their consciousness, for lack of a better word. You know, they go mad as they go higher. But they all know that many of them are going to fall going up top, so it's like they understand that they're perhaps throwing their lives away, which is a very interesting sort of wrinkle to it. It's like, take it with the daughters, Liam Neeson. Exactly. Like, this didn't run the whole thing, but I think I brought this... Yeah, I definitely brought this up whenever I was playing the first thing. But it's like in Avatar The Last Airbender, when those dudes kidnap Toph and have her in a metal cage, but they don't realize that they've made a huge mistake, because she's the greatest earthbender of all time. And don't you two dunderheads ever forget it, you know? Like, they messed up. I mean, they knew who she was in the show, sure, but it's more... You take anybody prisoner and they just break out, and I'm just like, yes, this is a good story. I love that kind of thing. One of my very favorite One Piece arcs involve somebody being taken away in chains and then being rescued and getting away. Exactly. But only slightly less well known is this. If you kidnap a hero, make sure you send an actual, like, competent crew. Because that's the thing is, like, maybe one of them was, like, a named guy, but really, you're just gonna bring her in a huge thing over a bridge? Doesn't seem safe. But, you know, they, that's the thing. Maybe they were just doing what they were told. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line. His laugh there is so wonderful. And of course, old Wesley's quip right afterward. Alright, good news. We can't get through this door. Looks sort of like, we'll go to this door later in the story once we learn what goes behind the door. Oh, that's right, we're inside of the place. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, you know, you send just enough people to make them concerned that you might be a bad person. You are a bad person, and then, lo and behold. Indeed. You know, that's the problem with the villains, you know, like, Disney's Hercules is a great example of that. Hades just sends his useless minions off. Minions he knows to be useless. Minions he directly criticizes as useless all the time. Hey, well, that was smart. I fell in from the side. You know, that's what I mean whenever I say you just have to believe in yourself. I was falling, I'm like, I bet I'll die, but I just held over, and look! We found a thing. What did we get? Money. Hey, but it's money, and it'll open a wall. And once we can travel up, we'd be able to take that, you know, to go up. But we have to murk, like, a lot more of these dudes. How many spines do we have? Like, 5? 8. 8's a lot more than 5. Falling with style, indeed. In Borderlands 2, there was a Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions award. Achievement on one of the levels. Oh man. And I got it the first time I ever did the level because like we had set a bomb. I just booked it, you know. And then it did a sweet Lonely Island reference. I love me some Lonely Island. I'm just like everybody else. Wow. I was like, you are not going to put me there without M1 frames in the middle. Oh, these dudes don't even have the spines. So is I really supposed to just, like, do I just fight, like, these guys over and over? Am I understanding this right? I think so. But they aren't dropping spines anymore. If I have to find 25 individual of these guys, I'm gonna have to start exploring better. Alright, this is this place. We've already been up here. Alright, there's one on the wall there. That's right, because we knocked this thing down, which does nothing except allow us to fall with style. The money has a weight that is lifted up by these things that stops it from falling in. That must have been what happened earlier when I thought it fell down, the quest item. It actually fell into the stream and was lifted up. Alright. There's another one. Oh, wait, you can hit the ones on the ground, and I'm an idiot. You can hit all of these on the ground, and I'm an idiot. Well, that makes it a lot easier of a quest, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it sure does. Well, hey, at least I noticed. It would have taken a long time otherwise. Alright, there we go. Fred Savage is a little angry. Dude, like, he does not appreciate what a good job his grandfather did telling that story. And of course, like, they got Peter Falk to do it, which I did not appreciate what a legend he was whenever I was younger. But I haven't watched, like, every Columbo episode, but I've seen, like, several handfuls of them, and he's really good. Like, what a wonderful program. But yeah, he kills it as the narrator. She doesn't get eaten by the eels at this time. It's like, what? Shh. You seem very nervous. I just want to let you know she doesn't get eaten by the eels at this time. He's just like, do you hear that, Highness? Those are the shrieky eels. No, Grandpa. You said that already. Oh, yes. You're very smart. And it's just like, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I love that movie. He says, well, then, I can tell by the rattling from within your cloak, your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the spines, I could get to work. Do you have spine core? Yes. Perfect. These should be more than enough. Wait there just a moment, and we'll soon have you soaring up and away from these lowlands. The drifter's cloak. Because it lets you drift. Oh, and it'll let us glide gracefully as well. This is fine work, Seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. You're quite welcome, dear. I have rare opportunity to practice such intricate sewing, and a warrior sort like you will be able to properly appreciate my additions. Float away now, stray one, and do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. Just a moment, dear, before you scurry off. I'd loathe to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask. Do you know why they pursue you? Those citadel bugs? Exposition? No certainty, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my shell. Aha, truth no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure, to channel one's soul within a thread. Soul and silk is inseparably linked. It is a skill almost lost from Farloom. Those old weavers shared it, but they're long dead now. There's another alive in this kingdom that shares my nature, or some part of it. I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the roads. I've seen it wrap them, possess them whole. There is will within that thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us. The Citadel. Good sharp sight you've got. That Citadel. All roads towards, and all answers waiting, and a long climb up there, my dear. Now it's time you get going. Your style and your silk sure are fine, but stay too long and you'll only be trouble for me. Yep, there we go. A little bit more story. Alright. Just totally Mary Poppins in it. Mary Poppins in. That's a technical term. Like a massively oversized aphid. You know, that would be a great payoff. Oh, he's awake. There we go. Fourth chorus. Let's go, buddy. Whoops. Too low. Ah, that's bad. You lose. Okay. Oh man, yeah, I gotta, you know, it'll be on that side of his body when it's the higher ones. The low ones, swipe. Oh man, and we lose all the, man, well, okay, one more time with healing. Alright, so, how to do this better. Alright, so we just gotta just mechanically do it right. Yeah, that's all there is to it. We just have to mechanically stop messing around. So the Weaver's the Dwemer likes? I think so. And I like, and whoever's at the top will likely be like inheriting their stuff in some way, but not like really knowing how it works. Oh, wow. It's alright, we're healed up. I wish the middle section was there. You can get a lot of damage. Alright, we just gotta not be floating there. Alright, we're healed up again. We're gonna take a hit. Nope, dodge. Get wrecked. We can sink in a lot of damage here. It's pretty easy to dodge. Alright, but no, he's still doing it. Alright, now he's doing all the things. Alright. A little bit too low. It's alright. That was so greedy. That was so greedy. I jumped with no platform in the middle, thinking I could get one single hit and then fall back, and you know, I was right. That wasn't greedy, that was fine. Alright, we just need to heal. No! I got him? Nope, I'm dead. That must have been a double tap. Because I had 2 hearts, I think he hit me and then it pushed me down into the fire. Alas, we'll get it next time. Yeah, because that was the impression I'm getting, especially because with Hornet saying that there's like one that she detects, like, you know, just someone who, you know, the unauthorized heir to the wonders, you know, which is just an awesome story beat if it's the case. Alright, we kept from falling there at least. We're gonna get hit. Oh man. No, we healed in time. I gotta quit healing just because I need to. The big swings are predictable enough to quite safely heal in the middle of. I just get antsy when I know that I need to heal. But right there, it's like you get so many free silk hits there that... This fight's fun! The music's awesome. And he's like, you know, whenever he puts his hands up and it's going down, it feels like he's like, you know, playing drums in his head or something. Oh, that one was faster than I thought it would be. Alright, now they're getting slightly closer. What? No, I was like, no, he Shadow Realmed me. Haha, yeah, that was a good move. Right up. Oh, I thought I had that lined up. Well, at least the background is there. We just need to heal, we're fine. Like, as long as I'm alive, we can keep fighting, right? Not to be too reductive, of course that's always true, but you know. What a sweet fight! Yeah! That was awesome! Oh, it felt so good. Like, just the movement. Oh, it was so elegant. I mean, sure, there wasn't a lot to it, but it felt awesome. And a very satisfying victory. Alright, that one's called Servant. Defeat 4th chorus. 58.5% of players have this achievement. Well, you know, now I do too. Hooray! And there's the payoff for seeing a dude in the background. I was going to be pretty annoyed if they gave me a guy that cool in the background and it didn't end up being anything. I figured there'd be something there, and there was. Alright, now there's like a lot of places that we can go. It's like, it looked like it wanted me to do that. It did. I just wasn't supposed to be on it when it caught on fire. Alright, there's a bellway here. This will be like a regular bench. And then here we'll get our fast travel thing. Like in a lot of ways, like thinking just like to the Pretender angle, sort of like how technology in the Imperium and Warhammer 40k is, if you're at all familiar, where like they really don't know how anything works, not really, and anyone who tries to figure it out like can't, but they you know, they've got like, there's already the religious like aspect, so anyone can swoop in and convince people, right? You know, like it's easy for the Adamek to spiritualize these machines, no matter who creates them. You know, they might find out later on that, you know, some chaos magic made it, and then they'll be like, oh well, I really like this one though, and then you get a book about it. It's just like, or even better comparison would be just like building a city on the bones of an old city, Rome, and the like. All right, we once again have found a new fast travel place, less than where we'd been before, but it looks like here. Okay, so there's something up and to the left in hot air balloon room. We should pursue that. Oh, that's where Chakra was, that's right. Ah, okay, yeah, for sure. I got that. I think my analogy was bad for that reason. Like, this would be like a cult of corn showing up on like a night planet, and then the people just think that the knights are still who they've always been, but they've actually been entirely supplanted. If we have to use the 40k analogy, which we don't. We don't. I just thought about it because I like 40k, and honestly, it was really just like the idea of like maybe they don't even know how this works that appealed to me. Like maybe the one that we're thinking is this shadowy figure at the top is actually like absolutely just winging it. Like and all of these like defenders of the realm, like they're just sort of like automated because of how good things used to be built. Alright, to get up there, we have to unlock... Oh, we'll do that by going this way. Yeah, I can't get that vertical out of it, I don't think. I do love that the bells make sounds when you hit them. Unironically, think it's very good. Oh, no, you're joking! Oh, why am I so dumb? It's fine, it won't take very long to get back. Say less until we get more implications shown about a usurper. Pretender, probably just a spider in there. Please, it's Captain Twyme. Yeah, and that it was explicitly stated by the Seamstress, you know, because, like, not every character has to be correct when they say stuff, but, like, she seems to think that the Weavers, you know, the originators, are gone, you know. She wasn't like, some say they might not be here anymore. Like, from her point of view, she seemed very... But that's the thing, is all the bugs that... It's like all the bugs that aren't pilgrims seem relatively clear-eyed about, like, how the Citadel is, like, not good, for lack of any... Ooh, we can go up here? Magnificent. Alright, well. Weaver Civilization classes all their Instagrade coming around now. Some of the similar abilities use some of the scraps. Yeah, for sure. And they could also just be like, so Hornet, I'm not like 1,000,000% on where she's like from, but I think she's like the child of the big white tree type of thing that we would have met in Hollow Knight. Like, I think she's not like some normal person, you know. She's very much an important figure in her own right, whatever that exactly entails. I'm not sure. Alright, so that just lets you get back up, I guess. Oh, and this is the one. That will let us do this to knock that down, and then that'll fall and break a hole in the floor. And yes. Hooray! And I get a mask shard. It probably takes 4 to make it, I think. I could buy 1 at the shop for 300, which I could just grind. But I kind of didn't want to do that until, you know, it became important to. Speaking of movement abilities, we haven't been back here since we got it, and there's probably something in here for it. Yeah, there we go. Bone scroll. What do we got? Crew journal made of coarse fabric and bone, left by a fallen pilgrim. A relic of Fartham's past, interesting to collectors of historical items. Well, good. We found it. Alright, so that's probably everything. Nope, there's another area to the right there that might have a thing. Has there been any character plot points so far between this and that, mention the void or anything? No, I don't think so, not at all. She hasn't, like, mentioned any characters at all. No one's talked about the infection. She hasn't, like, mentioned where she came from, I don't think. No one's asked. You know, she's like, sometimes they call her a pilgrim, and she's like, I'm a traveler. Most of the time, people don't even ask her name. They just call her, like, child, and she gets annoyed. She's like, I am an old woman. Alright, well, if there's something up there, it'll have to be found later. But yeah, no mention of infection, no mention of any principal things, no, like, bitterness or homesickness from Hornet about anything. It is a very cool mechanic, though. It feels fun moving around with it. Oh, it's target practice. I'm better at it than they are. Pilgrim, you have held tight to faith, have been carried far. This station shall offer brief rest to those devout. Alright, Pilgrim's Rest. There's a shop marked here, so that's very exciting. Mort! Come to rest your weary body? The climb is agonizing, and even the devout must mind their limits. You say in general you like how much more comfortable this one is? Oh yes, absolutely, I quite do too. Like, green's just a good color, right? And although I love black and white and scales of it, like, yeah, it's just a beautiful game. I'm impressed to find any without firm claw upon a weapon that could ascend so far. Indeed, we're lucky to have made it here, luckier than many others, or perhaps the difference between the lucky and unlucky is merely faith. Now, while we rest, shall we make trade? If you have rosaries, I'll take them gladly. Alright, so tool pouch space charm. This like lets us stick more things on the crest, and this will help us. This will be like the heavy blow equivalent. So we have 180 in the tank here. Orange Froggy. No, it's Mountain Dew. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, but I sure like it. Like, we could carry more tools and shards. I mean, that's fine. Having more of the long pin to throw is, like, okay, but I think buying this memory locket's more important. There's a lot of places to go and buy things, and we need to... We'll deal with that later. Right now we're exploring. Oh, is that what the old game Rodriguez? I see. I did not know. Alright, and here we will unlock this crest. Boom! And then... this will shield us whenever we're doing the thing. And I think that's... yeah, so that's the full unlocked crest, you know. We've got our abilities clicked on it. Mountain Dew and Doritos, yeah. You have to pay 30 to get in every time. That's smart. Alright. Well, that sounds unsettling. Sure, and it does. Oh, nice. Yeah, because you don't need to go in there unless you want to buy something, right? Because once you have it unlocked, you can just drop right down, do this, you know, be back in time for tea. He's so adorable. Sometimes he'll, like, go to sleep. The game should let you pat him on the head. It's really a tragedy that there's not a button for it. All you can do is do your taunt ability and threaten him. Alright, they haven't got anything new. Has the wall got anything new? No. We're gonna track this dung here. That's what's hot on the streets. That's what we're gonna do. And why, you might ask? For a quest. And now we have to fight Incendibeetle. The trail behind them explodes as they go, which is very cool. Alright, we only need one of those. Yeah, it's not get good, and it should be. Get good! I'm like, yes, Hornet. Could not agree more, Hornet. I'm like, how many of those things would actually let me go up? I bet if we went back to Shellwood, we might be able to do it, though. Alright, we're on the right track. Oh, one of them woke him up by running into him. Unless I did it. That was quick. Whoops. Alright, and then we get our third flint gem, so we go back to the wish wall. Which we'll just fast travel to? Well, we'll see first if we can go up. Yeah, we can't go up there. We have to get some sort of wall kick, which I assume is in the game. Hey Autumn, how are you? If you could walk up, you know that'd be a wall stick. Indeed. I love my Mary Poppins cape. Sure, she uses the umbrella. I mean, it's really not an umbrella, it's a bird. In any case, it talks. But now that we have another movement ability, we are going to do what we always do. And go back to the last place we were at, where we couldn't go forward. So you're on YouTube to upload another short video. Got a Deathless on a short strawberry gem level. Cool, cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because this is just like where this bum lives, and they're not gonna... Yeah, because we can't float up here. But no, it's not in here. It'll be... Yeah, because we got to this place, which you get too late, right? Like, because we went the wrong way, so we got here kind of early, but We're doing whatever we do here in Far Fields. We've already fought the boss there, so I imagine we leave before too long. And then we go up to this Greymoor place. No idea what goes on there. I mean, I've been through most of it, but, you know. Intermediate difficulty. Knowledge of wall bounces. Oh, no. And blue bubbles that don't refresh your dash. Oh, no. Man, Celeste is a great game, but I'm already too good at it, right? And I know I'm not very good, but I already feel too good. Like, wasn't life better when I was much worse at it? I'm just kidding. It's so satisfying to get better at, because it's such a beautifully made game. You can really, like, get pumped up about it, because you're like, alright, you know, it's not a fluke. This game's well designed, so if I do well, that means I'm awesome. Oh, that's right, we were already up here. Of course, because I went the wrong way, I dealt with, like, much more difficult trash mobs than I did. I mean, I was, like, at one point I was like, man, these guys take, like, 6 hits. And I'm like, oh yeah, because you're the wrong way. This is probably, like, one of the last areas in the normal pathway here. Like, I beat in arena in this place because of doing it in the wrong order. I fought in arena before. Before I had even seen some of the enemies. Wait, no, I was supposed to be protected. No. This is pretty easy modded set of mountains sculpted in a mountain, kind of like Donkey Kong Country. Doesn't require advanced tech. Maybe I'll check that out. That sounds very cool. Because, like, learning all the text, like, I don't know. Too, because I play on controller, like, getting really precise inputs is, oh no, I locked myself in. You're locked in here with me! Because your dress, your cape rather, doesn't know that you're falling down. You just sort of, like, shimmer there in the light. Say the larger club mobs have areas where you can learn and practice all sorts of stuff. Cool. Yeah, I haven't, like, I'm aware that mods exist for it, but I haven't looked at any, you know, like, ever. I found a thing! Choral Commandment. Order issued by the Citadel. This once gleaming seal is formed with time. A relic of Farlam's past, interesting to collectors of items. Well, that's good. Oh, and now I know exactly where we are. And she just, like, without missing a beat, just runs on in. Alright, so we finished up that one quest for the wall. We deposited the flint gems. Wish granted. Anytime somebody says they have a wish... Oh, and I got a memory locket? Sick! That's awesome. A memory locket is like a permanent slot for another one of your cool items on the crests, which I don't think I can use here, because I think we've already... Yeah, we would actually have to go to one of the other ones. Yeah, because there's 3 slots on each crest to unlock. At least I think so far. Well, we'll start unlocking ones for this Reaper one. Oh, and it has another space for a red tool on the Reaper one. Well, let's go ahead and do that. On the offhand chance that I get another tool thing that I'll want. And, you know, it's not like we're using that one in the normal time anyway. Alright, the other thing, so... Yeah, this is like... You know, we just need to find some fleas somewhere. And 57 out of 100 for the bugs of Farloom, so, you know, we're working on it. Been good rewards so far, so we'll just hope to continue on with that. So if you don't go to bed seriously, I myself can you go put the fish to bed and get off soon. Well, good night, Autumn. Thanks for stopping in. You know, if you ever decide to play this game, it's real good. It does have a lot of sword swinging, but it's got a lot of jumping too, you know, and a jump can be a very satisfying time. Let's just go back to the right way, you know. We poked around a little bit on the other side. Alright, we're just gonna go up and see what happens. We could go back to Hunter's March, though. It's like really far from a fast travel point. Maybe there's one up there. We'll just go for this way. I'm like, I bet I could have done that without... I bet I could have manipulated that pogo good enough. Oh wow, and we're getting some like, oh, and then bursting through the ground. Well, I know exactly where we are here. We're here in the middle of Greymoor. We'll just bust on over to halfway home. That's like a rosary stringing thing, I think. Yeah. Oh, I don't think we've ever gone down there before. Now I'm back to normal progression. Yeah, I think so. Because this is the rightmost of the areas that I'd been, right? So we started here. We did the sequence break right here when we went across and beat that dude. Which now that I know, like with the dash, because you can run after you dash. That's the way that people get past that acid guy without actually killing him. So I was thinking you wouldn't be able to get fast enough, but I think that's just how they do it. And there's a way into the worm waste from above, so I guess like somewhere other way there's like a way to fall in potentially. But yeah, we sequence broke there, and then right here you can't get through unless you can dash. But then we got the dash and went back in. And then we did here and explored all of Shellwood. And then Bellheart. There's like a major quest there, but we couldn't pursue it because we need a wall kick to get up. And then we did all of this that we could do, at least I thought. And then dropped back down and went to this place finally. But yeah, more or less normal progression. Only I've got a couple of cool things from being further, but they're not like movement abilities, you know. They're, well, the quick pogo is sort of like a movement ability. Because the Reaper Crest, I forget where it is. It's around in here somewhere. You get it in this area, I think. But, you know, I already had the other one, so it didn't really make an impression on me. I'm like, this old thing, this is what I'm supposed to be excited about? No, I mean, it's fine. But I guess we'll go all the way over to the right there and see what we can get. We should go down here too. Oh, we found a thing. Another bone scroll. There's like a couple of doors I opened from the other side of things that maybe might end up being pretty funny that we got away with it. I think there's like something over here where we could fly up, but I didn't have the ability yet. Because this is where we would have bought the map from her right here. Yeah, and then, yeah, that's right. I got to here and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure I need a thing to get up there. He can't be the dragon warrior. He's a panda! Skidoosh. They get off of their roost in the background and pop in. It's a very cool, like right there. they were roosting on this thing, this object in the foreground, and then they fly off of it. It's so cool. I love that. That's very cool. It's just a gorgeous game. And just like the little things like that, the use of space to give you the feelings of more dimensions. Just masterful stuff. Oh, look. It's far-fetched. Where's your leak, old friend? I love far-fetched. Other people make fun of far-fetched, but not me. He's my boy. He's like my favorite. Not least because he's not very good in an objective sense. Crawl Lake. I'm like, is there a bench over here? It's not like forever far to walk, but it's a little far to walk. Oh, right. Right after saying how cool it is that they're there, I'm like, I thought I had it that time. Leaf Green uses the traded Farfetch'd all the way through the game. Team is for a while. Flying to the bus, yeah. Yeah, in Gen 1, of course, you could only trade for one. And his name was Dux with an X. And I would keep him on my team because, you know, you couldn't untrain HMs. So I would keep him on there to be my cut and fly bot, but also because I liked him very much. I thought he was funny. Alright, let's just go to it. If we die, we die. It certainly looked very threatening. It sure looks threatening still. King Rat? Is this really not a boss fight? Man, it sure looked like it was gonna be one. Look at all the money hanging around. I'm gonna leave it. No, I mean, there's gotta be a boss fight here, right? Maybe on the way out. Very ominous stuff. Here we go. Ah, an arena. That was close. Alright, there's that one. And now the much more complicated one. I was like, I knew I didn't want to fight this dude with... Oh, man, really? Alright, I gotta be more careful. Oh my goodness, and I lost the silk. At least it protected me from dying. Alright, we got it. We got him. Name cheating. Nice. Wait, what is... Oh, it's just a... Just a... It looks like it did something. Oh, it opened this door. That was the door we already came into? No. Oh, like they're sounding like words. Yeah, for sure. I call them birds. Oh, it gave us these little fun bouncy balls. Oh. And there are more of them. I don't have any hits. I want to find something like a bench or, yeah, an open door. If I die up here, I can't get my money back. Well, we got out at least. Oh yeah, I did forget it now. There are two of them. Well, I feel silly and ashamed. This is where the fun begins. Ninja Bird's Howling Costume Vulture Chimp, yeah, for sure. Alright, excellent. We got to the bench. And moreover, it looks like we got everything over there except the very top. Huh. You know, you're not supposed to have this stash at this point in the game, so it's a lot easier to make it there. Okay, and then we can go into that room and see our way up. That's in a different place. Oh, really? Man, good shot. Hooray! did not dishonor my map. Hooray! This is an ability wall. Man, I would have really messed up if I didn't go up here. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. So this is like the Weavers speaking to us. They are saying, we're a daughter of a distant land, so it's like they know who we are, reclaim the future for Haunted Kingdom. And this is like what they say each time that we get this thing. But now with the context that whoever is at the top is likely not a Weaver, or certainly not a Weaver in the Seamstress's opinion, who, after all, as a Seamstress, is the bug that we've met that would most likely know. I mean, without going too much into the metaphor, like, they're both weavers of things, right? You know, so... Spell in the Silk Skull Thread Storm, attacked by whipping a storm of silk around oneself. And this is that ability. For, like, AoE. I don't know why I thought it was going to be wall kick. I wanted it to be wall kick, though. Alright, well that's all the stuff up there, I would imagine. Nope, I would be wrong. Threefold pin. Flat, layered weapon crafted to be thrown in a set. I got throwing knives. And now I died. So you want to like the door, but they're also have to be not like the one principle. Indeed. You know, you have to. Oh, and these things are save points. Probably because occasionally they necessitate some gameplay thing or storyline beat or whatnot, where they don't want you fast traveling away, as it were. Alright, and there's a flea there, which we can get to from doing this. Hooray! Cursed elves, they ruined being a dwarf. Oh, how do I get out? Oh, we have to go the upper way around. That all makes sense. What? No. Right, yes, indeed. We did go up there. We need to go somewhere in here, I think. Because that sort of looks like a place you could walk into, doesn't it? Oh, you joking. So you never played Hollow Knight, so you don't know how to actually play the gaps in the map. Typically, like when we see a thing like this, right? This could mean you can only go up here. Like what probably is going on here is there's like this broken out outline. So there's like a gate there that we can open, but I can't go up there until I can learn to wall kick or something. And that's probably what's going on over here. Basically, whenever I explore something, I try to go as far as I can with the techniques that I have. So, like, right here, there's a way to go up. And right here, there's, like, this thing, but I don't know what's up with that. Either I can't get over there, or it's a locked gate. Because if there's, like, a gate with a thing to flick, if you don't mark it on your map physically with this, like, a little button thing, you're not going to know why it's there. And I'm like, you know, I never do. Another Metroidvania is the whole map just means the undiscovered secret room. Yeah, it's it can very well be things that you can't go through yet, or that because in Hollow Knight at least, like the progression, you had a number of choices on where to go, and as I've demonstrated in this game, there's at least a couple of choices about how to approach everything here. So it's like, if you found that place with all of your movement techniques, any place that you find, yeah, you could go to. But in Hollow Knight, very frequently, I would run into stuff and not be able to go through. There would be like a shadowy wall, and you can't get around that until you go and find the thing that lets you dash through it, right? That kind of thing. Like here, there's this over there. I don't know what's up with that. I imagine you drop down into it from up here, which I can't get to. But we might be able to float up there now somehow. I don't know. But we're gonna zoom on back here to Hunter's March. Or rather, no, it's midnight 15. We're gonna go to bed. Right? Right? But me going the wrong way was also why all of the benches and fast travel points were so expensive compared to what I expected, because I was like in the final levels of the game instead of the first ones. Or final-ish, I don't know how far it all goes, of course. Like, is there really no closer way to get into here? It's a long way to run. Oh, the steel chair. Man, that really got me. Man, I don't want to. And that's how it gets you, because you're trying to go to bed and you're like, no, just one more turn, and then you lose your money, and you know if you don't get it now, you're definitely not going to get it tomorrow. Did I even have any money? Oh god, it's like 150 there. Oh, I hate everything. This is the worst game of all time. Almost died already. Wow. Alright, I'm going to bed. The money, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, I'll just grind it. Exactly, I don't need to even think about it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. What I did was fall victim to one of the classic blunders. I died and it took my money and I thought, I need to go get my money back. I don't. What I need to do is ignore it. I need to always ignore that the money is there, and then I'll keep enjoying the game. Because every time I try to go back for it, that's when I get upset. That's when I feel like I don't want to play ever again. It's only trying to get the money, so I just need to stop trying. And if I accidentally pick it up, fine. That'll be the only thing. And like you said, I'll just grind when I need it. It was my own fault. I should have gone home and turned it all into rosary strings. I was at a fast travel point. Lack of discipline. If you think about it, I don't deserve any money at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I gotta go to bed. I should have shut it off whenever I said I was going to, and then I'd have all my useless money. It's just about money I rush and then take them damage. Yeah. When I'm exploring, I explore, but if I have to go to a specific place, it feels like I'm wasting time if I'm not getting there quickly, right? And then I waste even more. But it's like Marcus Aurelius tells us. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. And for anger, we can read any emotion. That's my own commentary. There at the end. Anyway. Thanks, Luke, for hanging out. I had a good time. Yeah, and you're right, you know, it's not the worst game of all time. It just makes me feel like it is. I don't like losing my money. Even when I have a workaround for it, the feeling of losing it is deeply unpleasant. Not like dying in the video game is, which means nothing to me. Outside of very specific contexts like the White Palace, where I was mainly annoyed that it was even a part of the game. But, well, I'll probably play it tomorrow. Not like I have anything better to do. Anyway, see you, Luke. Good night. Good night, Froggy. Good night again, Autumn. Good night, Chase. See you guys around. Exactly, Luke. Yeah, once they close the door, I'm like, what? Scratch, 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 scratch. Like, the fact that they've told me that it's there and then told me I don't have it, it's unacceptable. Like seeing a bird through a window. But, anyway. See ya.